Welcome back to my gaming channel, everyone. Even though this isn't really my channel, today we're going to be looking at something very special. You can tell because of how angry I am. Do you hear the fury in my voice? The piece of shit we're going to be looking at today is Far Cry 6. I've been wanting to dig into this dumpster fire for a few weeks now. Where do I even start? I guess the best place to begin would be the dog shit combat upgrade they decided to go with. Apparently, every game has to use health bars and damage types for all of their enemies, and I think this is probably the worst application of that. It's very frustrating having to change ammo for every other guy I'm shooting at, especially when 3 of the ammo types included are completely useless. What's even the fucking point of loading explosive rounds into a pistol? They don't do bonus damage to enemies, even though they should rip them to fucking shreds, and they aren't strong enough, nor do they have the ammo capacity to take out a vehicle, so fucking why? The next thing about the combat I should go over is the supreme burrito mechanic. I literally used this once in the entire time I played this game. I'm pretty sure it forces you to use it at least once. But the thing is, it's fucking boring. Why do I need this shit in a Far Cry game? It's not like there aren't a shit ton more weapons they added just to the standard roster. Now I have grenade launchers and shit on my back that I have to charge up like it's fucking 2008 again. I really don't get where this idea even came from, because those seeds were never planted to begin with. The seeds they did plant, they completely abandoned. What happened to expeditions? What happened to arcade mode? This is a mainline Far Cry title with no arcade editor. Who thought the map needed to be 20 times bigger with a quarter the content, and because the map is so big there's no room for a map editor? Great job, team. We took away the only thing that made Far Cry fun anymore. Not having to play your boring and empty campaigns, but being able to make our own content with the engine was a staple of the series, and you just forgot, dude. Now I guess it's time to talk about Gus. What is there even to talk about? He's in the game for maybe an hour total, and it's separated into little 2 to 5 minute poorly rendered cutscenes. I thought Giancarlo was going to be the main antagonist of the game, but after playing it, I really don't even feel like there is a head antagonist. It's just Danny versus the government, essentially, and it really is just Danny because the AI in this game is probably the worst in the series. And I mean all of them, including you, piece of shit. Another small thing that bothers me is the fact that my character is constantly forced into a third-person perspective when I'm in the home base. It's jarring to say the least, but not only that, when you're in third person, most movement inputs are restricted. Jumping is the main one, which is frustrating because of the level design in the base. The areas are very far apart from each other and have these dumb paths to take to get to them, which you can't jump around obstacles to get to. Lots of tedious walking around in the home base at the beginning and middle of the game because of the upgrade system. This was actually held over from New Dawn, and it made sense in New Dawn because it took place in the apocalypse. You needed to make a shelter to not die in the elements and gather resources from other settlements. In 6, there isn't really a point because you aren't really doing much hiding from the government while you're blasting them with rockets and shit. There's still civilization, normal houses, food, water. I don't know, I just thought this was irritating. I did also find a lot of the weapon upgrades to be nearly pointless and a bit frustrating as well. They removed crafting through hunting and replaced it with generic Fallout 4 crafting. And for some reason the best upgrades also look like they're from Fallout 4, being handmade and shit. I really don't understand that at all. How is a handmade from junk suppressor more effective at shot suppression and heats up slower than a professionally milled military-grade suppressor? Cojones, apparently. Alright, so this part of the script is about the story and dialogue, and the only thing written here is the word cringe. Pretty much. This is a pretty small thing that Ubisoft does in pretty much every game they make that is probably the most pandering and infuriating thing. Being able to pet dogs and shit. Like all of those shitty-ass videos that are like, oh, look at this game, you can pet the doggy. This game is good. Fucking Lord, I hate my life. Basically, my main point here was just to poke fun at an easy target I wasted way too much time on. I'm what, a year or 2 late? I dropped the game like a week after launch and just started playing it again out of obligation, I guess. I paid money for the game, I might as well play it. I think I just saw cash come out of my wallet and fly out the window just from saying that. Oh, yeah. There it goes, off to the Ubisoft main office. That was fucking dumb, good lord. What am I even doing with my life? Why are you still here? The review part is over. I'm just going to stand here and talk to myself until you go away. Awkwardly. Forever. Like this. In short little sentences. Do you like this? Are you having fun? Probably are if you were playing Far Cry 6 when you clicked on this. I'm done talking about that now, though. I'm trying to make you leave. Is it working? Did you leave yet? No? Well, I guess I'm going to have to turn the camera off then. The video is over in 5, 4, 3. Fuck you.